Alright, and we are live. I'm just preemptively starting the stream, even though Kamui isn't in the stage yet, to say, blame Kamui is the name of the stage. Very important for this one, so it's not my fault. Hey, welcome back to the Walky Talky Podcast. We have been live in like a week. Once again, not my fault. So we'll just wait for Kamui to start. Just want to preemptively start the, hey, it's Kamui. Hey, what's going on, Kamui? What's going on, Kamui?
There we go.
That's to segue for you to come in and start talking. Kamui?
Did you already go live?
Yeah.
Hey,
what's going on, Kamui? Yes, I can hear you, Kamui.
Wait, hold on. Now I'm confused. So are you live or what?
Yes, I'm live. Well, I'm live because I wanted to ask you.
Well,
so Kamui, why are you late?
Bro, I've been waiting for you.
No, I've been waiting for you. I don't know what you're talking about.
How have you been waiting for me? You said 5-ish minutes, and I told
oh
you
wow, I said 5-ish minutes. You know what else I said? You know what else I said? You know, I also said, hey Kamui, you know what'd be great is if my dearest friend, best old buddy, Paolo, mine Kamui, could make a thumbnail for me while I'm busy doing stuff. But then you know what happened is what during the 5-minute gap and the like hour or two or three or day beforehand of which I asked him, you know what he didn't do, chat, by the way, considering, keep this in mind, with a 3-hour workout, who does that? Okay, so Kamui worked out for 3 hours today, apparently, but didn't have time to make a simple 5-minute thumbnail over here. Mr. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna catch up on videos? Like, oh no, I couldn't possibly do that. No, I'm just gonna stay behind on all of the things I'm mentally handicapped by now. All of a sudden, you got an explanation for that, Mr. mentally handicapped, but can't even make a 5-minute thumbnail?
So I never said I had spare time, for one thing. I never even confirmed that at all. I didn't even address it. Second of all, I said I just got out of the shower at like 9, which was after you mentioned it, and then it just sounded like you were almost ready.
So keep this in mind, Kamui. So I'm over here struggling my freaking butt off trying to clip out the streams, trying to clip up the videos, trying to make all this stuff, okay? I'm like a freaking week behind on clipping stuff up now, let alone everything else. I'm struggling my freaking butt out over here. And meanwhile, I give you one job. You can't even make the thumbnails for the actual videos anymore when I'm already making half of them. Why do we have a 6-hour-old Damon video with our Discord as the thumbnail, Kamui? Any explanations for this one? How did this go live, Mr. Schedule all the videos? You were the last hands this one touched.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is if you want to take like greater percentage of our eventual profits, go for it.
This man Kamui over here, a few weeks ago, I taught him how to use the YouTube editor. He's like, all right, hunky dory, man, this is great. Thanks a whole bunch, old sweato palo mine. Hey, no sweat. Don't break a sweat over here because I'll be doing all this stuff for all the time being. Don't you worry one bit. But you know what happens over here? Mr. Free Time over here, Kamui, who just doesn't know what to do anymore. It's not procrastination. No, you know what he wants to do? Hey, Oodie, even though I see you're like a week behind cutting up the videos, you want to do a live stream? Because it's been so long, a whole entire 6 days since our last one, right? Even though it's supposed to be a week standard.
No.
A whole week standard over here. But Kamui's like, oh my god, it's been a whopping 6 days. Whatever will we do? Oh, our fan base is gonna be dying without us. So hey, Oodie, I know you're like a week behind on videos, but you just want me to make your job harder for you, Oodie? Hey, you want a bigger workload, and instead of me helping you out with these videos, you want to just just go live and then me to just not help you with this stream as well while you get even further? Is that something you want, Oodie?
Yeah, you said yes.
So hey, welcome back to the Walky Talky podcast. In this video, or live stream, Kamui, you will be happy to see that I did go with the title, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 8, Drama with Kamui and Oodie. So we're actually keeping these two things separate, Boruto Chapter 8, as well as the drama with Kamui and Oodie. So speaking of the drama with Kamui and Oodie, so not only making me a liar on this channel, Kamui, but also making me a liar on the False Perfections channel. Whatever happened every freaking 2 weeks or week even that we were going to do a reaction. Oh, but Mr. Kamui over here dropping my series. What happened with that one? I don't even have time to work on it properly, let alone this channel. I'm the one out here being swamped with Mr. Kamui. He's like, oh man, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with all this free time I have. Hey, Oodie, you wanna go live?
I even said that. Oh my god. I mean, I have minimal words that I will say live.
I was hoping for more than minimal words. Minimal words from Kamui? Is this a new changed man? Who am I talking to right now? I'm sweating. Thank you for taking that like a sport. Now, there was 2 ways this could have gone, and I had no idea which way it was going to go, but it went the good way.
What was the bad way? That I argue relentlessly?
Yeah, pretty much the way where you're like, Oodie, that was like private information. I did not consent to you saying all of my stresses live. Brr.
Technically, you didn't say any of them live because you don't know what they are. And I'm the one not saying anything live.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so I guess that wasn't really an option.
well, in light of making light of Kamui's trauma, hi, how are you doing today? How you been since the last time we streamed a week ago? 6 days, I should specify.
I'm tired from taking like 3.5 hours at the gym. I don't even know how I did that. I didn't do more. I just took forever.
Kamui, workouts are not supposed to be that long. I hope you realize that.
I don't know how it took that long.
Listen, I'm just letting you know, and we've talked about this before. Freaking Ninja Warrior, the Olympic style of working out, you have to work out for as long as you stretch before and after. Meaning you should be stretching for 7 hours total today. Kamui, how many hours have you stretched today so far? Just out of curiosity.
Not 7. Yeah, I don't know. I just took a long. I mean, sometimes it just happens on my days off where I feel like I'm just like really taking forever.
No. Well, all right. So what did I miss? Were you guys talking?
How can I? She said, "Get a job." How can we bring a job into this question about is getting a job exercise?
Getting a job exercise?
We're asking Cam a lot of questions. Well, at this point, there's no way she doesn't know that Oodie and I are both in on this, but
where's all this at? Is it like
in our DMs? Yeah, we're just talking.
Oh, you guys are
live.
We're
DMing Camp Jam as we speak.
Both you and Oodie?
Yeah, ask her different questions about exercise and mentally fit. I don't remember what Oodie's, but mine was: would you consider taking someone hostage to be exercised? If so, under what circumstances does it or does it not apply? She sent me this laugh face. I said, is that a glaring yes? She sent me a cry cat. And so I said, it must be obvious from the looks of it. She said, no. I said, no, it's not obvious, or no, it's not exercise. No, it's not exercise. I said, can I hostage be mentally fit? She said, I hate y'all, get a job. I said, no, you don't. Is getting a job exercise.
All right, well, I think that's all the updates of this.
Draco asked if me and Cam are cool now. We were never not cool. You should be asking Oodie. What did it mean? We never had beef.
Oh, he said, are you a Cam cool now? So, Kamui, are you a Cam cool now?
Well, yeah, I don't think I am a Cam cool now. Unless I already was. I don't think anything's changed to make me not a Cam cool now.
Well, anyways.
But Oodie, are you a Cam cool now too?
Yeah, we're cool now. As of right now, yeah, we're cool.
No.
Kamui, are we cool now?
Well, you and I are definitely a Cam cool.
Oh, definitely. But Kamui, I would say right now, you and I are definitely cool, Kamui.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Major glaring question is, are you guys cool with Cam? Is Cam cool with you, actually?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she straight up told me that she and Oodie are cool now. So
Immortal, I just want to clarify, as of
interpretation.
Immortal, right now, I am cool with you. I just want to get that out there.
Thank you.
Yeah, just in case you were wondering.
Yeah. I was just wondering. Okay, so Oodie and Cam are cool. What about Kamui and Cam? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
As of right now, I want to specify.
Yeah.
As of right now.
Yeah, as of right now.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As of right now. Okay. So you guys are talking.
Yeah. So
we literally were talking to her on stream.
Yeah, we were talking to her right now. Yeah. So also as of right now, like right now, Kamui and I are also cool. And the last dynamic here that we haven't established, Kamui and Immortal, are you two cool right now with each other?
Definitely right now.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, great. Glad we established all the dynamics
Oodie,
here.
are you and Draco cool right now?
Here and there. He's gonna be mad. I had to shake it up there. The comedy wouldn't allow me. Not true. Oh my god.
All right. So 4 hours into stream or whatever we are, I guess we can. Maybe
hang
talk
on.
About the chapter.
Okay. We can't talk about the chapter yet. Kamui. I know. We can't talk about the chapter yet, but we can.
I was thinking about collabing with someone on a specific topic.
Yeah.
What was it? I think it was Dari versus the Fourth Raikage. I wanted to do like a remaster on that video.
Well, the Fourth Raikage wins. There you go.
Pretty much.
Video wins.
You know what? I want to make this. I want to make it a lot interesting.
What Dar are you referring to? Like war?
I would say war art. Oh wait, not war art. Boruto Dari.
Oh, then
like,
Darui wins. Pretty easy.
You know what? No, wait, hold on. No, he has a wide range of abilities. I think one of the biggest things that Dari will have to overcome is A's like fourth not fourth, A's on lightning armor. Or just lightning cloak.
Okay, I'm sure his own lightning could bypass the Raikage's lightning. Sure, that'd be pretty easy. So
yeah, because he uses black lightning, which obviously if provided there's a good enough blue lightning, it could surpass a weak black lightning. But on average, black lightning's better than blue lightning.
I hate to say, is lightning even a shield, because it does shield the Raikage. First of all, how good of a shield even is it? And second of all, how well does it shield against lightning in the first place? Like, what if it just doesn't at all? Because it's also just lightning.
It definitely does, because A was like impressed that Sasuke touched A with his Chidori. He didn't hurt him, but he touched him.
Sure.
So like that was like a feat.
Good
so
point.
it definitely does help.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
As for why, I don't know.
Immortal, if you had to do an April Fool's collab, which video would you do? Or just an April Fool's video in general?
I have no idea. Right now the only thing that's on my mind is getting out this Omnipotence Shinjutsu video that I'm working on.
You mean the
could do
Shinjitsu?
the Shinkutsu video.
The Shinkatutsu.
The Shinkatutsu.
Can you put that in the title for us?
Yes, please.
Omnipotence is a Shinkatutsu explained.
Yep. I'm still laughing about that translation though. I was under the impression that there was like another sub ability of Shinjutsu, like another classification of it.
I thought that was just a bad translation from the get-go, but I loved it.
I thought it was
Speaking of
legit.
translations, actually.
Oh, go ahead.
Wait,
is that your
legit?
segue transition, Kamui?
No, it was just a reminder of something. Speaking of bad translations, I know I sent you that code one the other day and asked you about that. We have been talking about this for a while, so I might as well just have you look at the chapter 67 Momoshiki thing about Boruto being a full Sasuke to see how it's explained in the Japanese, to see if it doesn't make sense there too, or if it's like just a Viz thing.
Okay. Well, while we're talking on the first thing, so this is the translation Kamui had me translate the other day. So this is Code talking, and he says, Boruto and Kawaki are already complete Otsutsuki. So there you go. Boruto ya Kawaki wa mo haya kanzen ni Otsutsuki da.
The question is like, why does he even think that? Because it's not like Eida said anything about that either. Like, he's just saying it.
Well, we don't have to take him verbatim. Like, he could just be saying it. Like, this is the thing, is that you can't take everything everyone says at their dictionary definition, because that's just not how people talk.
I agree with you, but it's still just one of those things. So, but in the terms of the story, like, yeah, you can't always guarantee, like, you can't guarantee that Code is right here, but it just feels like, to some extent, there's no thing to make us be like, oh, so he's actually just wrong, like, later on. Oh, this is so funny. I look at the Japanese here, and on one of these, it has 100% symbol. So I think it's fair to say that this second screenshot is definitely going to say 100%.
Well, here's the thing, though.
I don't have any doubt of that.
Like, I don't mean Code just being mistaken, right or wrong, or whatever. I mean, like, just he's not intending what he's literally saying.
It's possible, yeah, but the problem though is that not long before this, he was just informed that Boruto is now a complete Atsuki rather than a incomplete one that he was going to wait on. He was going to wait for Boruto to reach 100% until he just became 100%. So with that in mind, it's kind of like, I'm not sure. It is also just like, I feel like, I mean, you could disagree with this, but in Blue Vortex, it just feels like they're treating Kawaki as a complete Atsuki too. It just feels that way to me.
I kind of see it in the same way of, just narratively at least, the same thing that Jigen did when he commented how like Kawaki's improved when he invaded Naruto's house. Like, Code just commenting on the fact that they're basically more Otsutsuki than ever before.
Yeah, but Kawaki in Code's eyes shouldn't be more Otsutsuki than ever before. As far as he's aware, he should be as Otsutsuki as he was before.
Time has passed.
It's been like, what, 20 minutes?
Okay, that's 20 minutes more extracted. What do you mean?
Wait, yeah, but like that shouldn't be like some eye-opening, like big milestone in Code's eyes.
Okay, but that doesn't mean he's just now coming to the realization, just that he's just now saying it.
No, that's the problem, because before, not long before, he knew that they weren't pure full Otsutsuki, and then he learned that Boruto became it because of Momoshiki's actions, because Eida told him that. So, like, this...
Let me throw an example at you. So in part one, Kamui, were Naruto and Sasuke ever friends?
We've already discussed this more than I want to repeat.
That was rivals. This
never
is
mind.
discussion. Or this is friends. Were they ever friends?
Well, yeah, obviously.
This is a completely different discussion. Okay, obviously. Interesting. Because Naruto would agree with you. Because Naruto says, even though we never said it, we're friends. So it was never stated that they were friends. They were friends and they never said it. Even in the moment where they became friends or were friends.
But the problem, though, is this doesn't compare, because we have plenty of dialogue stating that Boruto and Kawaki were not full Otsutsuki before. They were specifically 80%. Code is aware of that. And then he gets information that, hey, Boruto is now 100%. And he's aware of it because of that. And now he's making this statement about how Boruto is a full Otsutsuki, but also Kawaki. That's the part we're questioning. Because remove Kawaki, this would make perfect sense. This is pretty new information. He learned this, like, I don't know, an hour ago, and he's mentioning it to Bug to just make his point. That makes perfect sense. The question is, why does he think Kawaki is a full Otsutsuki?
But again, 20 minutes ago, he just saw Kawaki's evolution in his Otsutsuki-ness. Like, he maybe doesn't know that he's 100%, but it's fine for him to still say it here. Like, he's just lumping him in with Boruto. In fact, by the time he gets his hands on Kawaki next, he will probably be 100% Otsutsuki, so he will just be ready for the tree. So he can go after Kawaki at any point to feed him to the tree, basically. Realistic.
See, but again, there's some problem. I mean, it's fine. Like I said, it's fine if Code's just assuming it, but at least for people like us who are thinking about it, there would be problems with assuming that, because Code doesn't even know that this karma would continue to extract for any reason. It could just be stagnant. It's as far as he's aware, Amato just remade it for him. It's no reason for Code to assume that's going to continue extracting, because Ishiki's data, by all rights, should be gone. The leftover data that was dissipated from his body should just be gone. You should be able to just get it back. So why would he assume that it would continue extracting? Like, there's ways you can write it in, for sure, but like from Code's perspective, why would he even assume it would continue extracting in the first place?
People also don't say exactly what's on their mind exactly the way they think it. Also, not exactly when it comes on their mind. Like, you and I do, kind of, because we're more spontaneous, but most people don't.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but the problem, though, is, again, first of all, this is a story, and they're giving us information. So, like, lines like this kind of do serve a purpose beyond, like, especially when, like, this isn't just, to some extent, it's not really just, like, to some extent, Code is just saying this, but to some extent, it is information to the audience. A reminder that Boruto's full Otsutsuki, but also, apparently, Kawaki is too.
Okay, that's the part where I agree. But it's like 50-50. It's a story, but it's a story that's supposed to be immersive and like portraying real life. And so you want to do a fine mix, a good balance of conveying information and sounding natural at the same time. Like you want your characters to be characters, not robots written as humans.
No, I agree, but in this case, if let me go pull up in the English version. If Code just said Boruto didn't include Kawaki, I don't think there'd be any problem with this statement.
Well, let me put it to you this way: hypothetically, if Boruto just isn't mentioned, Kawaki is never having this said about him. Like Kawaki's just being lumped in with Boruto.
Well, honestly speaking, though, if I mean, technically speaking, the discussion of Full Sasuke wouldn't need to be there for what he's talking about, because he says pesky Sasuke Uchiha can't come here anymore, but Boruto and Kawaki are full Sasuke now. They might master space-time ninjutsu before long. Then this place will no longer be secure. However, regardless of whether being in a Sasuke can grant you space-time ninjutsu, we know that Karma already could anyway. So realistically, this statement could have been Sasuke can't come here anymore, but Boruto and Kawaki both have Karma seals. They might master space-time ninjutsu before long, and so on. That would make perfect sense. It would be perfectly natural. But that's not what he says. He's attributing to them being full of Sasuke. And the fact that Kawaki's included in that is just, like, you know, it's a little bit weird. Like, I mean, honestly, unless Kawaki is full of Sasuke, I think it would have been better if he just said they both have Karma. Like, it would just be like, there's no gray area with that. Like, it's true. That's how they got to freaking Boro and Naruto in chapter 40. So,
yeah. I mean, either
out of
way.
curiosity, though,
yeah, okay.
you might as well translate that one I just sent you in DMs, though, the Momoshiki
God.
thing. Get it off my chest now.
Where is it?
I sent the Viz version below it just for some reference, but
yeah. So which part am I translating?
I mean, realistically,
You're gonna say the whole thing?
Yeah, but the top, assuming it's in the same order, the top one almost is more. I mean, yeah, you really do need to do the whole thing. I mean, the other image, probably not. It probably just says you are now 100% at Sasuke, based off the fact there's literally a 100% in there.
That's funny. They
So
include the 100%, and they just don't translate that.
What's funny is Viz translated it without the 100% by saying you're just a pure, genuine Sasuke. Like,
yeah,
they didn't use 100%.
So funny. Yeah. Okay. And here's Otsutsuki right here. So yeah.
But yeah, the other image is realistically the one that you would I'd want to see, because that's the part that's like stupid.
Sure.
Because the other image is the conclusion. This is the
Let me
why.
translate each bubble.
I'm hoping this is clear enough. I found a website with like all the chapters and the raws.
Right. Okay, well.
86 up to chapter 6 of 2 Blue Vortex.
Just immediately. Let's see what Henkan means. Change, conversion, transformation. Good.
Transformation's probably right. Like what's the Viz say again? Rewritten or not, so transformed or not.
Yeah.
Or changed or not.
So, and then shita is like past tense or like to do or whatever. And then there's a toe here, which is kind of weird. Shita to anyways, then it says iya, so no. And then Otsutsuki. Okay, so like you, about you, transformed, no. Yeah? Is that accurate?
Say that again.
About you transforming, no. It didn't happen, basically. Like, no, you didn't transform. That's what it seems like it's saying.
Interesting.
I could be wrong, but that's my translation anyways.
Try the next the bottom right panel now. Or sorry, the bottom right bubble.
Bottom right? Okay. Tatsuki no
Yeah.
Dotaga. 100%. Kato. Let's see what kato means. I probably should know, but
Sounds familiar.
it's kaito, not kato. This answer or solution. Is that this? No, it's not that one. This one. Thawing or okay, it's decompressing of data. It's not thawing or defrosting.
Sorry.
Extraction, unpacking, unzipping. Okay.
Definitely that.
Boruto! Oh no, you're so cold! However, am I gonna de-thaw like this? So, Kaito Sareta, like, already did it. Koto ni wa kawarinai. Interesting way to conjugate that. Kawari is like to understand or to change. Yeah, to change, to be transformed. To understand. So to not transform. Okay. 100%. Okay, so Otsutsuki no. So Otsutsuki's. So the data of the Otsutsuki is 100%. I'm gonna guess it's complete. Yeah, this is all. It's like 100% all did. It's 100% old. What's happening to that Otsutsuki data? Kaito, so transformed. Koto is thing. Into. And this is again transformed. Like Kaito was, what was it, like data? Okay, yeah. So
the decompression of data.
Yeah, so it's not changed.
Or extraction of data.
So okay, so the thing, so okay, so it's Otsutsuki. So about so Otsutsuki data is 100%. It's complete, 100% completed. So so the is this the right one? Hang on, let's make sure this is the right one. No, it was the one down here. It was, where's Kaito? This isn't. What was it? Not Henkan, Kaito.
The extraction of data or decompression of data.
Right. Okay. So decompression of data. So the decompression of data was the thing that is not changed. What do you think about that?
So transformed, no.
Not
100% Otsutsuki is complete. The data decompression was not changed.
Yeah.
Is that basically what you're saying he says?
Yeah.
Start to finish?
It wasn't altered, it wasn't transformed, it wasn't varied. I think altered is the best translation of that. So the decompression of data wasn't changed. In other words,
so that brings us back to that top bubble then.
Yeah.
It's, what did it say again?
What does Henkan mean again?
Just transformed? No.
So transformation is the thing that happened. No. ... Otsutsuki data is multiple again. It's already. I already know that. Already Tsukutamonoda. Made, but I think it means like changed in this case.
Well, did he just say it wasn't changed?
Yeah, like made, produced, manufactured, build, construct. So in the context of this, Otsutsuki data is already made. Otsutsuki data is already like decompressed or extracted, I guess you could say. Otsutsuki's data is already there. It's the thing that's already there. So Otsutsuki data is there.
Still feels like that doesn't make.
But Otsutsuki data, yeah, Otsutsuki data is there. Otsutsuki data is 100%, and the decompression didn't change.
That basically sounds like the Viz version, which doesn't make sense. So, all right, hold on. We'll see. I don't know if the Japanese stuff bolds stuff the same way, but
well, it's definitely not saying this.
We'll try this panel, and Viz, it basically says I had no choice but to rewrite my data into your data.
Oh my god. So which part?
So the top right should just be like, so I had no choice. You can skip that. So try the bottom right, because the way in Viz is bottom right, but to rewrite the last 18% into your data left, so that the cells could be fabricated new.
Yeah.
So let's try the bottom right first, I guess.
Yeah. So kono nokori. What is nokori?
The remainder, yeah, the last 18%.
This is the correct translation. Oh, wrong. Making sure it's the right kanji because I don't want to get screwed up. Nokori. Okay, yeah. So this remaining 18% is the thing Kichima. So this is the problem with Boruto, is that he uses so many scientific words that I don't even know in freaking English, let alone Japanese. Is that not Kichima? Oh, Kisama. I'm dumb. It's the first time in years I've done that. So your data is Henkan. That word again, Henkan. You remember what it means?
It's funny. Momoshiki
Converted.
said, like, I had to transform it into you bastard data.
Well, Kisama is just you
You're
in this
saying
case.
you changed
But
it,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a derogatory you. But yeah, you bastard data.
You son of a bee, data.
So that's interesting. This remaining 18% is converted into your data.
It doesn't make sense in Japanese either, then.
Yeah.
And this chapter just doesn't make sense. It's just wrong.
Well, anyways. We are officially over 3 hours in the stream.
At least I got my confirmation. Both Momoshiki and Code make no sense.
It wasn't Viz's fault this time.
Yeah, this one wasn't Viz's fault, surprisingly. That's crazy how accurate their translation was here, but not in the other freaking chapter.
Yeah, when it's actually hard, it's right. But when it's
How
the
they get
easiest thing in
that
the
shit
world,
right?
Still can't believe they literally said Mitsuki said that. I love Kawaki. It's unbelievable. Clearly Eida.
Bro, when I saw that, I was just like, "There's no way they actually messed up this translation."
Yeah,
It's
so
not the fact they
Immortal,
messed up the translation.
I translated it myself. There was no pronouns, so it wasn't like 100% explicitly clear, but it was still obvious, even in the Japanese. Like they just messed that up.
So there was,
Yeah,
they
using
really
the context clues of the surrounding dialogue.
Well, it's
before
more
and
than just
after it,
it's more than
pretty
just context clues. They don't have to be fans. Like any Japanese person could just have looked at that dialogue and be like, "It's obvious he's saying this about her." You don't have to be
It's
aboard.
Eida's whole character.
You don't have to have seen. You don't even need to know what Boruto is. You can just give that dialogue to a Japanese person and say, "What are they saying?" And they'll say that Eida is the one in love. Like they don't even need to know who Mitsuki or Eida or anyone is. They just know that Eida
It makes
loves
it even
Kawaki.
worse.
I know.
Mitsuki was talking about how it's weird because when in the other translations they were saying Mitsuki was questioning why does Eida love Kawaki. This one's saying why I love Kawaki.
Yeah.
Why Mitsuki saying I love. Yeah. I was just like, oh my goodness.
Kamui made a whole video on it.
Yeah.
I don't remember where.
I don't know why.
But I love him.
I really love him.
But anyways,
where did we leave off this freaking chapter review?
we didn't finish
That we're
the
starting
Mitsuki Eida
6
stuff.
hours into the stream.
Like how every time you've said it, you've doubled it. I think right around here.
Oh, wait till I get to the 12 hours into this.
Is this the full chapter? It should be. I don't want to refresh just in case. Let me just refresh in a new window. Okay, it seems like it's all still here. But is it all? Is this all of it? I think we're missing half of it now, actually. Only goes up to here, seemingly. Am I still sharing my screen? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought.
This is the whole chapter? No,
everything.
This isn't. I don't see any of the Jura parts on here. I think it is missing some of it. So rip.
Yeah, that looks different. Yeah, there was way more panels before.
Huh. Oh, there's still a little bit here, so we can keep going. I guess a little bit. But anyways.
Mine shows everything.
What?
Here, I'll resend you the link.
Oh, I got it now. I don't know what happened. That's so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in exact order, but close enough, I guess.
No, it's annoying to navigate, but
absolutely, yeah. But whatever works. Okay.
But they're there.
I got it now, though. Don't worry. Okay.
Today Thursday. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got work tomorrow. There was more Mitsuki Eida stuff I wanted to comment on, but at this point, I don't even remember it. It's been so long. I
don't remember either.
Okay, there's still some stuff I wanted to say. Like, I've already basically said it, but like, I love this scene. I love love, so I love the fact they're talking about this. And I hate the fact that everyone says that it's boring or whatever, because not only is this the best part of the chapter, in my opinion, it's literally essential. You need this in the story. Like, this is literally Mitsuki's character. Without this, Mitsuki's character isn't complete. Exactly. like what people say
this is the best part of the chapter. It's not the most fun part of the chapter. but it's the general best part of the chapter. It's
Like,
the most
what-
needed part of the chapter.
What people say when they think, oh man, it's waste of pages, I can't believe they included this boring. What they're really saying is they just don't like Mitsuki. They're just not a fan of Eida. That's what they're really saying.
Yeah. No, they just don't like them.
Yeah. Like, I can't stress
Which
enough
is fine,
how
but
not important, but necessary this is to include. You have to do it from the writing standpoint. There's no way of getting around it. Like, if you don't have this, you don't have a complete story. Imagine just cutting Naruto and Sasuke's final fight out and ending at Kaguya.
Boruto's track record, I'm not sure if that is necessary for them anymore. It definitely wouldn't be the first time.
Well, you know, if we're
No,
picking and
screw
choosing.
that, bro. Fuck this chapter. If we can get the end of part 1 right, I don't care
Yeah,
anymore.
if we're picking and choosing necessary things, this one can go, I guess. It's at the low priority of necessary
Yeah, like-
things, apparently.
Like, I'm choosing the part 1 problem. but I do like it there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Preferably we just have both.
And again, I'm glad that we
Oh,
had
I
it
forgot it's
here
another video I haven't finished.
instead of in the Boruto Mitsuki talk. I prefer it here over there, even if we had to wait an extra chapter for it. I think it was worth it.
Yeah, no, it makes way more sense to have it with Eida.
But it was definitely
Like
a
her
conversation we
perspective.
needed to have in this arc, and I would say immediately after. Like, you can't wait on this. This had to come here. It couldn't have come later. It couldn't have come hypothetically like after Jura's invasion at the end. I think it needed to come immediately after.
Yeah, I think it needed to be immediate. Like, realistically, it had to be the next chapter.
Yeah. There was some stuff
Like,
that
it
I
needed to be in this arc.
Yeah, I wanted to compare the translations. We definitely didn't finish it, so I don't know
That's fine.
where we would have left off, but we'll probably find it at least through here. Let's go through it this way. Switch to this as well. Oops, to this one. For those wondering why I have a red filter on, for those new around these parts, it's to get around copyright. I don't like it either. I'm sorry. At least it's less intrusive than other ways. It kind of looks cool, honestly. There you go. As for why you like Kawaki, you didn't know the reason yourself, do you? Don't know either, okay? Makes my heart pound. So, okay. I think you were talking about this. I understand this is a hot take. This is where the story seems like it's going. Blah, blah, blah. I'm still on the train. Kawaki is not a bad guy. And Eida does love him. And there's no reason that Kawaki or Eida need to betray each other in the future. I know you disagree.
Well,
but the same people that are
anything could
saying
come
this...
up.
The same people that are saying
fair.
this are the same people that are like, oh my god, it's definitely gonna happen. Eida's been a bad guy all along. Sarada and Sumerag need to kill her. Eida's literally an ally to the Leaf.
Well,
She's always been an ally to the Leaf.
the problem is, at the current moment, no, there's no reason for Kawaki to just kill Eida. And currently, Eida does not have enough of a reason to just say, screw you, Kawaki. That's not the point. The point would be, are they trending towards something, or do you think Kawaki will do something like betray Eida?
But it's the same thing. Like, people were saying from the very beginning, oh my god, Kawaki and Damon are enemies. They're the next big threats. They're coming to the Leaf Village. Oh my god, they're the antagonists. No, they never were.
Well, I'm not saying that.
A lot of the same people that are saying this now were saying that then. They were wrong then, and people saying this now are wrong now about this. It could hypothetically happen in the future, but not because of any of this, I don't think.
So the thing for Kawaki, though, it would be a future thing, and you would build towards it more. The thing I would say is that Eida is chasing fake son, and because Kawaki is not a real son, that could potentially lead to her downfall if she doesn't ever switch. Because as it is, Kawaki isn't doing anything to benefit Eida. He's not helping Eida. He's not actually helping Eida find herself, accept herself, overcome her flaws, weaknesses, and so on. Kawaki isn't helping Eida in literally any way.
Okay,
So unless that changes, I don't see how Kawaki can be a positive influence on Eida. I only see it as a negative influence that she's either going to manage to overcome somehow, or she won't, and she'll fail tragically. It's gonna be one or the other.
I have a lot of thoughts. First of all, I'm completely fine
And
with
if she
this as a
overcomes, it could be through
theory.
the help of someone else, like Sarada. That's the point to mention. But
Sure, I'm fine with it as a theory, and it's possible in the future as a theory. My problem is how people base the theory off of. For you, you're basing it off of the narrative. I think it's a nice sentiment, but I think the sentiment itself is just wrong. Like, it's almost like saying it'd be nice if Naruto was less obsessed or addicted with becoming Hokage, because it doesn't, like, Naruto doesn't need the validation of others. He can find that with himself. That's a nice sentiment, but that's a wrong sentiment in the Naruto series. I think what you're expressing is wrong.
Part of the problem, though, is Naruto initially she's trying to get everyone's acknowledgement, but Naruto comes to learn that he basically has it backwards. Like, he needs to be acknowledged first to become Hokage. That's part of Naruto understanding kind of and even as it is, like, he understands what he really wants in the end is just like Sasuke. He wants to protect and save people. Like, he wants to just be Hokage, not for everyone's acknowledgement anymore. But because he wants to protect what he cares about. He wants to protect his bonds. That's something Naruto comes to understand. So with Eida here, she, at this point, I don't think she's come to truly understand herself. I'm not saying she has like a Kabuto level identity crisis, but like narratively, I don't think Eida has accepted herself completely and truly. So, which she needs to do if she's going to succeed, like any other character.
Okay. So going back to Eida, though. So here's the thing. I disagree with you. I think Eida does love Kawaki, and that's only a good thing. Eida is, like, physically in the position where she is now, in good terms with Konoha. She's here because of Kawaki. She's next to Kawaki, the person she's loved. She hasn't given up on that. She is able to concede, basically, by, like, allowing Boruto to do his own thing, even if Kawaki's not aware of that. She's still able to do her own thing, make her own decisions. And she's literally feeling love constantly. She does love Kawaki. That's only a good thing. That hasn't hurt her.
Well, so my problem with that is she's not receiving love from Kawaki. So, like, it basically, imagine you have strong feelings for someone and they're just not returning them to you. I'm not gonna say that's a great feeling. I'm just like, man, that fucking sucks.
No,
so, like,
I disagree. I see where you're coming from.
Even if you continue to like them anyway, it's kind of just like, it sucks.
I see where you're coming from, but I still disagree. How can I word this? What's the phrase? It's like, you love someone more until you tell them, or something like that. Like, it's the idea of them that you love rather than them themselves. Maybe it's something along the lines of, like, you love something until you say it out loud. Like, you love them, like, it might be a foreign phrase. Like, you love something 100 times more until you express it. Something like that. It's similar to, like, the idea
before, to be honest, the idea of someone versus the person themselves thing. That I know what you're talking about, but
I feel like that's not it, though. Could be similar, but not quite it. Nice sentiment, but wrong sentiment. Okay, so Eida,
because Eida basically interprets Mitsuki as saying like, so you're saying I love the idea of Kawaki, not Kawaki himself.
well, that's
She disagrees
again.
with
I think
it, but, like,
that
it's
was similar,
basically-
but I don't think that's the idea that I'm trying to get across. That's just the idea that you're latching onto here. The idea is that Eida, she's already expressed her love to Kawaki, but she doesn't. It's like Kamui. Imagine like in real life. Let's say let's say your elementary school crush, your freaking 5th grade crush. You, based on this saying, would like her more if you don't confess to her and you just continue being her friend secretly without her knowing that you like her.
I get what you're trying to say.
It's like, I guess
I don't know.
the
if I've
saying
ever
is like the
dealt with that.
concept of having a secret crush is better than just having a crush. Like once the secret gets out, you lose some identity of it. It's no longer yours or personal, or it's less valuable.
I guess I've just never
less
felt that way.
innocent. That's
I
fair.
get what you're saying. I can't relate.
It's a saying, so yeah.
I've never felt that way.
Well, it has to be pretty common for at least for it to be a saying.
If
But
anything, I felt the opposite.
that's funny. But I don't think
Like,
I get what you're saying. I agree that like it can suck to love someone and they don't love you back. But I don't want this to sound disingenuous, but we haven't seen that at all with Eida. In my opinion, you could argue we have. I don't think
Kawaki has
we've
not
seen.
shown loving Eida back.
No, we've seen that, but we haven't seen Eida be hurt by that, or feel hurt, or seem hurt. If you
Well,
think so, then I personally disagree.
so
But yeah,
you can okay, regardless of that, the thing is she just still likes him anyway, and we can see that. Like, she can't help but like him. But what I'm saying is it's like she's not receiving love. So I can't say it's like, even if she doesn't outwardly show it to us, which I'm sure we could go back and find some panels where like I don't think that is the case, but regardless, I still, it's definitely not the best case scenario. I think we
but
agree on that
this
at
is
least.
the problem though with that, because Eida at no point has been conflicted or hesitated or anything. I don't think saving Boruto is an act in her trauma of being her. I don't think she has trauma. In fact, if anything, if she was gonna have it or even think about it, first of all, I don't think she's even thought about that. But if she was, I think her most vulnerable would have been this Mitsuki conversation. I can't seeing it getting more deep than literally Mitsuki having this heartfelt conversation with Eida about Eida's love for Kawaki. This is Eida's answer. As for why you like Kawaki, you don't know the reason yourself, do you? What is her answer? That's what love is, isn't it? Just thinking about him makes my heart pound. I don't care about the reason behind it.
Yeah, so in the reason why it doesn't matter, the fact is she does. That's the point. But so thinking about Sakura and Sasuke, for a lot of Naruto, especially like Sasuke retrieval arc to the end of Shippuden, basically. Obviously, it all worked out in the end for Sakura, but to some extent, Sakura's love for Sasuke was just blatantly hurting Sakura.
I agree.
Like, it just, and
Yes.
I know it's not identical for them, but there is a lot of similar elements. And to some extent, Naruto's love for Sakura was also hurting him to some extent.
No, I
too,
agree. Yeah.
because
So I agree. It's similar situations, even if it's not identical. It's similar but different. But I think more importantly, it's just different
but the thing
characters.
is, but even despite all of it, Sakura still loves Sasuke the why doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's got a good jawline, he's got crazy good hair or whatever. It doesn't really matter why. The fact was, it still was true. But Sasuke was not benefiting Sakura's life, especially in certain parts of the story. Who tried to kill her. It wasn't really good for her, but it just was the case.
This is
So
the
I
thing
feel
with
like
those
in this case with
cases,
Kawaki,
though.
it's
Sakura,
good.
in the
It's
same
like,
way
it's not
Naruto.
like Kawaki makes her feel better.
But hang on. Well, no, I disagree with that. Hang on. Because this is a really interesting discussion, by the way. I do want to stay on this for quite a bit because I really love this conversation. But funny that I'm saying love. But in the same way Naruto thought this, Sakura, the reason she was hurt is because she loved Sasuke. She was hurt because she loved him. That's a weird way to say it, but like, if she didn't love him, then she wouldn't care. In the same way, Eida wouldn't care regardless if she loved or didn't love Kawaki because of what's happening. In this case, both Naruto and Sakura thought that Sakura and Sasuke were growing farther and they were out of control. They couldn't do anything for Sakura and for Sasuke. Sakura felt like Sasuke was getting farther away and there was nothing she could do about it. She hated herself for feeling weak, for not being able to help Sasuke, which mattered to her because she loved Sasuke. Sure, you could argue kind-hearted, nice-spirited Sakura would have cared either way, but not nearly to the same degree. She hurt so badly because the one she loved hurt badly. It goes the same for Naruto. That's why Naruto made the promise of a lifetime. In fact, Naruto promised Sakura to bring back the person Sakura loves because it would make Sakura happy. Naruto knew doing that basically solidified the fact that Sakura would never love Naruto back. Naruto went out of his way to do this for her because Naruto didn't need Sakura's love back. He needed Sakura. And he needed Sakura in this way, not a sad Sakura, but he needed happy Sakura because Naruto was fine with loving Sakura from a distance.
That was mattered more. Like for Naruto, he would be happier just seeing happy Sakura being happy than he would basically, evil conniving getting Sakura another way. Like that just wouldn't. Naruto wouldn't be truly happy, nor would Sakura.
And obviously, Naruto would prefer just bringing like if Sasuke just never left, he would prefer that. He would prefer if Sakura just chose Naruto in the end. Obviously, he would choose that over loving Sakura from a distance. It's like an order of three. Like he'd love that the most. He'd love the middle one the most of like loving Sakura from a distance. A little bit less, but still a lot. And then he would hate to see Sakura just constantly miserable because he loves Sakura. It goes the same with Eida and Kawaki. Eida would love if Kawaki's just by her side, just kissing her every night. But like, slightly below that, in my opinion, Eida's fine with just loving Kawaki from a distance, just being there with him. And in this case, Kawaki isn't growing distant. Kawaki's not leaving the village to go seek power with Orochimaru.
No, but Kawaki
and Eida's in
happy
control.
Is the point. Like,
well, Eida's in
Kawaki's
control.
Doing things because Kawaki isn't. So Eida would like to see Kawaki be happy. That's why she wanted to help him and Omnipotence and shit happen. But in the end, Kawaki is still not happy, and to some extent, Eida doesn't really want Boruto to be dead, from what we can tell, out of respect for him, potential little bit of a lovey-dovey for him, but it doesn't really matter why. The fact is, she doesn't really want Boruto dead. So to some extent, Eida, I guess like Naruto, has to hurt herself to make Kawaki happy, or at least to let it happen, which she might be willing to do, but it's almost like, Kawaki is in a sense going to make her suffer in order, like, she's choosing, I don't know how to word this, but like, she will choose Kawaki's happiness first because that will make her happiest. But in doing so, she has to take a little bit of a suffering as consequence by, letting Boruto die, which she doesn't want to happen, really.
So she doesn't.
Her ideal situation.
But I think that's
just both live.
That's kind of her nice-hearted, kind-spirited nature coming out in the same way it was for Sakura. Because Eida,
it doesn't really matter. it doesn't really matter why. The fact is, that's still a hurt she has to deal with because she doesn't really want it.
It's something she doesn't really care about, though.
Um,
So you could argue this latest chapter
and
changed it. Like, she changed her opinion on Boruto in this latest chapter, you can argue. But up until this point, her idea of Boruto has been really superficial. She just thinks Boruto's some hot guy that she knows. Like, she doesn't really care about him nearly to the same degree.
like, I mean, just going off of chapter 80, like, she could have just killed Boruto if she wanted to. Damon was on her back. They could have easily just killed Boruto and made Kawaki happy. She chose not to do that. She doesn't particularly want Boruto dead for any reason.
Okay.
Like, if the fact that she didn't just do that kind of implies that she probably prefers he lives.
Okay, but this sounds ridiculous as an analogy, but just hear me out. At any point, Sakura could have seen Naruto as getting in the way between Sakura and Sasuke. Sakura could have just killed Naruto in his sleep. This could have happened. At the very least, could have just got him out the way.
Why would okay, first of all, why would she ever think that Naruto was getting in the way of her and Sakura?
It doesn't matter, just
guess,
rewrite
like,
the
for
series to
being
where
annoying.
hypothetically she just thinks it. She can be wrong, but she just has the feeling.
Okay. Does it matter to her enough to do it? Like, in
But
this
like,
case,
because Naruto was
Eida knows
constantly annoying
Kawaki
him.
will be quote unquote happier if Boruto is dead. She has the opportunity to make Kawaki happy by killing Boruto, which will in turn make her happy because Kawaki's happy.
Yeah,
She
that's a good
chose
point
not to do
too.
it. There
Before
should
the
be a
Land of
reason for
Waves, it was very clear Naruto annoyed Sasuke. Sakura doesn't want to see Sasuke annoyed. Annoyed is sad and hurt. So Sakura should want to kill this antagonistic, villainous Naruto who is harming the love of her life.
The difference, though, is Sasuke didn't outwardly want to kill Naruto. If he did, I think your point would be stronger. But, like, he didn't, obviously, never once expressed that desire. Whereas Kawaki very clearly has expressed his desires, so...
If anything, okay, this is funny. I think this actually, unironically, most applies when Sakura saw Naruto kiss Sasuke right in front of her eyes. Not only was Sakura riled up, but Sasuke clearly hated that. And that's like a romance thing, like, if anything. Oh my god. Like, Sakura should have been pissed.
Well, she was pissed.
Yeah.
They literally beat him up after.
Yeah. Shikamaru was happy seeing Sasuke though, but we'll go back to that.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. But coming back to Eida, another thing, even if she cares about Boruto, she also hasn't had to have made that choice yet anyways. Like, she's seemingly perfectly fine, just content with just lying to Kawaki to his face about Boruto. Because, like, it's a problem down the road. She'll cross that bridge when she gets to it, if she even has to. Like, it could just go on forever like this. It has gone on for literal years so far as it is. Like, Boruto clearly is running away from Kawaki, doesn't want to fight right now, so, like, it doesn't really matter right now. Boruto's stronger anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like...
And...
This is weird. Just, okay, hypothetically, just imagine Sakura is omnipotent, okay? Kid Sakura, she's just omnipotent. She just is, okay? So she just knows Itachi is stronger than Sasuke and also not actually gonna kill Sasuke. So... and then Itachi's not going after Sasuke. Sasuke's the one trying to chase down Itachi, and, like, Sasuke's pretty bad at it. So, like, right now, it just doesn't matter. Like, Sakura's just gonna live in the village with Sasuke for now. And, like, whenever it happens, she'll just cross the bridge when she gets to it. It's not important now. It doesn't matter now, so just don't worry about it.
But if Sasuke would be happier with Itachi dead, you would think Sakura would try to help him.
Kawaki's frustrated. I don't know if I'd go as... He's miserable.
don't think Kawaki would actually be happier if Boruto is dead. I'm gonna make that clear. But
Yeah.
from Eida's perspective, like that is kind of what Kawaki indicates. Like I think if Kawaki would not be happy,
But-
he would. Regardless, it doesn't really matter why specifically. Like I don't think Kawaki will be happy at the end of this because that's not the actual thing he needs wasn't solved. But unless Eida is just seeing through that, but if she is, that's fine. Good on her for seeing through that. But she's not really indicating that.
But
So
the
I don't
problem
know,
with that, I
she will
agree.
think that.
I think we'll both agree on this. The problem with this entire thing just chalks up to bad writing because we just don't know because they didn't show it to us. I don't even think it happened off screen. I think they just didn't consider the fact that Kawaki and Eida should probably talk about Boruto and why this all happened and why Kawaki lied and why he sealed Naruto, like all these things. Like sure, Eida saw it with the Senrigan, but like Kawaki never explained it at all, let alone to her. And Eida can't see inside Kawaki's mind, so she can't see Kawaki visualizing Boruto as Borushiki. Like Kawaki, like Eida watched Kawaki kill Ishiki. Like Eida's been watching through her Senrigan, like everything with Kawaki. It's like she knows that Kawaki views Boruto as a brother, and she doesn't know where this random switch came from. This should be confusing to her. So if she doesn't ask, her default assumption should just be like, oh yeah, Kawaki's just kidding. Because, like, why would she think Kawaki just randomly wants to kill Boruto out of nowhere? She hasn't seen, like, she doesn't know his thoughts.
Did Rant explain it to her in chapter 79, to be fair. Like, I mean, in, like, chapter 76 and 77 and stuff, when Kawaki's just doing shit, like, Eida should be confused. But Kawaki did explain it. And it's not like Eida said, like, oh, Kawaki, no, that you're wrong. You don't have to do that, whatever. She just went along with it. But Kawaki did explain, like, basically, hey, Momoshiki's gonna break out. He's gonna destroy this village. Everything Naruto cares about's gonna be gone. I don't like that. Why do you have to be freaking Boruto? Why couldn't it be a nobody? And so on. So she heard what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily kill Boruto. Plus, she would see with the Senrigan, not only did Kawaki try, but he said afterwards that it would just be easier if Boruto was sealed in Daikokuten. And, like, the thing is, with all of this, Kawaki isn't really wrong. Like, we both know Boruto is just currently a menace who can't control Momoshiki at the end of part 1. Like, he's a threat not only to Naruto, but also to Kawaki. And to every other villager, including Eida. So, like, for the time being, it just would be better if Boruto was sealed in Daikokuten. At the very least, I'm sure Eida could agree to that. Like, I don't know why Boruto doesn't, still.
No. I mean, the problem is that this gets to the end of part 1 nonsense. It's like, on one hand, they make it seem like
bad writing.
Kawaki's wrong. But then on the other hand, Momoshiki does just kind of like in chapter 78, just kind of like take over for like 3 seconds and not really do anything else. But he took over and nobody commented on it. They just like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then, Boruto just says, no, Momoshiki, you're wrong. And then magically Momoshiki can't take over anymore. So it's like, which is it? Is he a threat or not? I don't know. Because it was bad writing.
Well, we don't know if he can't take over.
It should have been clear. Like,
we're just assuming right now in Boruto to Blue Vortex, at least. But at the end of part 1, I still think he could. Boruto just should have to be low on chakra-ish, I guess.
Yeah, but like Momoshiki, like Boruto didn't gain chakra from the scene when Momoshiki, after he got the scar.
Yeah, Boruto wasn't unconscious.
Boruto wasn't, like, gaining chakra.
Boruto wasn't unconscious. Momoshiki
took over.
No, I know. Momoshiki let Boruto be back in control to let the events of Omnipotence play out. Like, if Borushiki stayed in control, Sasuke and everyone else would be hunting down Boruto, not Kawaki. Just doing that to make it easier.
But the thing is,
let his
prophecy
but then we
play
get
out.
Into
chapter 80, when he's trying to take over, and Boruto is seemingly kind of stopping him. He's just like teasing him, like, "Oh, just let me take over." That's fine. But then when he starts screaming at Boruto at the end of the chapter when they're sitting on the rock, it's like, okay, bro, you just took over like 20 minutes ago without a problem. Just do it.
Well,
Like,
I don't.
okay, you're mad. Boruto didn't give up.
Yeah,
Just take over.
it's not a thing of taking over. It's a thing of taking over permanently. Boruto has to despair for that. That's what he was caring about. Like, I don't think he really cared to take over in that moment.
He should probably try to like, if anything, I feel like Momoshiki should have desperately tried to make Boruto despair.
I agree.
By taking over and doing some shit.
And I chalk that up to bad writing. That's just it.
What do you
It's
know?
another problem with the whole ending. I was thinking about this the other day as well, like a week ago. So, another problem that I don't think we discussed. So, with Omnipotence, people think Boruto's Kawaki, Kawaki's Boruto. Everyone who was there saw Momoshiki take over Boruto. Like, why doesn't the village have more, like Kawaki's just able to roam free with the village knowing Momoshiki should be able to take over Kawaki at any moment, seemingly?
Well, no, because they know this again. Funny I say this. It's gonna turn into another problem with Omnipotence, but they know that Kawaki doesn't have Momoshiki. They didn't forget that. This is why the whole forget thing is stupid, because it's. They only forget the word Omnipotence and how it works. Yeah, they don't forget anything else. But they know Kawaki doesn't have Momoshiki. They don't know why, but they know he doesn't have him anymore.
So here's the thing, though. Another reason that explanation doesn't make sense. So, like, if you just explain that Boruto is Boruto and Kawaki's Kawaki, and you just don't say Omnipotence or why, you just explain it some other way, they just wouldn't forget that. Except the way Omnipotence is explained elsewhere, they would. So it's more than just Omnipotence. Like, they can never remember Boruto's Boruto. They're just not going to remember that. No matter what. It doesn't matter how they explain
it. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do, to be honest with Omnipotence, because none of it, like I said, chapters 6 and 7 don't make sense. What they say and what they do, especially with Shikamaru, just doesn't align with all the previous chapters.
I'll tell you what they're going to do.
Shikamaru should either be incapable of doubting his memories, or like immediately rejects it if he ever has the doubt. Kind of like the love charm. It just rejects the feeling. You want to kill later? Too bad. You love her. Not going to do it. Same thing with the memories. Oh, you doubt it? Too bad. Don't doubt him anymore.
Yeah, I'll tell you what they're going to do. Next chapter.
Figured this out 3 years ago. Like, he shouldn't have needed Amato to mention memory alteration, because there's so many signs that there's memory alteration. You know how people just don't remember things? Oh, wow. I wonder why. Like, it's like, bro, like you should. It also allegedly started Sumire told him. So what do you need a motto for? You have Sarada. It's just like, he either should have figured it out 3 years ago, or he should still be unable to figure it out. You can't do both. Like, this doesn't work.
I know exactly what they're going to do with Omnipotence. Next chapter, they're going to recap Omnipotence for the 7th time in a different, contradictory way. That's exactly what they're going to do with Omnipotence, until in the end, it just works out with the 18th different contradictory explanation. Just resolved.
Now, Momoshiki's going to appear. Well, actually,
it's been my will this entire time.
It's not Kawaki's will. It's mine. And then Amato's gonna be like, "Well, actually, it's you guys." like, he starts explaining some new aspect of Omnipotence. And Momoshiki's like, "But wait, you shouldn't have known that, because it actually works this way."
Yeah. Next chapter, Omnipotence, the Shin Flutsu of Shin Butsu. It's gonna be the new one.
Yeah, the Shinkadutsu of Shinjitsu. Like, I don't know what they're doing, bro. Like, I hate to say it, but like, I genuinely don't know what they're gonna do, because I don't think there's anything they can do. No matter what they do, there will be a glaring problem, at least for us to point out.
They're gonna stop calling it omnipotence. Like, the writers are just gonna use the term creation of all things and just forget omnipotence is a word.
So just like, yeah, it's actually, it is using the claw marks.
In people's brains, yeah, that's why.
I put it the wrong thing. Yeah, it's like, yeah, the great cataclysm when Eida used the claw marks on the world.
Yeah, when Eida used the omnipotence genjutsu, the world changed.
Yeah, or Shikamaru. I don't believe this genjutsu. Why did I say that? I love that translation. Why did I say that? Yeah,
Next chapter, Eida starts worrying that everyone's going to remember.
When or if Shikamaru, they're ever going to show Shikamaru forgetting about omnipotence. Like, are they going to forget about that and just have him remember it?
Bro, Shikamaru's not going to forget a single thing Boruto told him. Not a single thing. I guarantee it.
That's been my feeling, is that he's just not going to forget. Or he's going to forget and freaking recap omnipotence again. I think that'd be the most aggravating.
That'd be the perfect way to do it. Oh my god. No, they don't just recap it. They literally copy paste the exact 4 pages that were already used from this chapter. Oh my god.
Mostly, what? It's a Shinjitsu? I can see it, bro. With how many times they've recapped them. like ironically, we should go count how many times they recapped them.
Oh my god.
Because, okay, hold on. Let's think. So there's chapter 79 when it's first explained. Then there's chapter 80 when Boruto explains it to Eida. Then you have 2 Blue Vortex. Well, I know at the beginning of chapter 1, Eida and Sumire start talking about it. So we're at 3. Then Eida talks to Sarn and Sumire and recaps again for
Afterwards, at some point, Sarada and Sumire are describing how physical things don't work in the Amado chapter.
Yep. So chapter 5. Okay, so chapter 5. That's 5. Omnipotence recaps. And then chapter 6 probably has some more.
It does, yeah, it does. And then this chapter. So that's 7. It's been recapped 7 times.
Yeah, so...
and the Mitsuki stuff too. But Boruto recaps it to Mitsuki.
Yeah, the Sun and Moon. Yeah, so the Sun and Moon, you have the original. There's probably even more in the anime, but in the manga, there's just the manga chapter, the one shot. Then there's, I guess not until 2 Blue Vortex chapter 1. Then Boruto recaps it again a couple chapters later to Mitsuki. And then, no, actually, it doesn't. That whole chapter is just a repeat of the Sun and Moon. And then again, the next chapter kind of they don't reference it directly, but they're still talking about it, kind of.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I also love I love this chapter 5 Amado recap when Amado recaps the the Kawaki situation, what he did. After I sprung Boruto out of Kara's clutches with Kashi Goji's help, blah blah blah. He goes through the whole thing again. It's like, bro, we know what you did. It's like, oh my god, but there's so much recap in freaking Boruto.
You know what? That's a video idea.
Are recapped so many times.
That's a video idea. Counting how many times anything ever was recapped in Boruto.
It's crazy because Boruto's what, half the length of Naruto by now or something, and it's 10 times the recap of Naruto already. Like, what is even recapped in Naruto? I guess
Bro.
Naruto saying what his goal is. Like,
You're gonna
does that
find
count
this
as a recap?
hilarious. No, that's not recap. That's repetition. You're gonna find this hilarious. Recap is the flashback of Naruto.
Yeah. Instead of flashbacks, they use a recap in Boruto. I much prefer the flashbacks.
Yeah, absolutely,
Like,
100%.
God, like, just freaking show me the old scene.
Bro, we are 4.5 hours in. Let's read comments.
I don't think we had any updates.
We had a
Last I
few.
checked.
There's a panel of her looking pretty sad. I disagree. If she's sad, it's not because of Kawaki. Even if you want to say Kawaki's a reason there. I don't say it's good. Early on, too, where like, go to bed, you bums. I think Amado is just playing the role. I agree. Well, Kamui especially agrees. Just how Eida called him out at the train station for putting on that same old face. Okay. Most people don't even know their mental point of origin for why they dislike flashbacks. It's mostly just parroting of internet opinions. Absolutely, all of Naruto fans are sheep, and you heard it here first. Bleh. Oh, Cam's the one that said, go to bed, you bums. That's funny. Hey, Cam.
Yeah. You did say it earlier when I was messaging you the mentally fit questions.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if she, like, checked stream and that's when she realized, or if she just realized individually.
I think she realized the moment I messaged too.
Yeah.
That, like,
well,
okay,
I don't know,
clearly, like,
because
we're doing
based on her
something.
first response, it seems like she didn't. And then her second or third response, it seemed like she did. Like, that was when she realized it in that moment. Could be wrong.
I mean, she immediately sent like the laugh emoji, the laugh face. I feel like she knew, like,
I don't know.
especially since it was
What is
in
Voltage
reference.
Edition?
I mean, she might not have figured it out, but it was in reference to what she said.
Oops. This one. Okay. Anyways, so coming back to Eida, I guess. 425. This isn't the first time she says that her heart is fluttering. She also says it when she's first revived, when she's talking about how she saw Kawaki kill Ishiki. That's when she knew that she loved Kawaki, because that she didn't know why. It just made her heart flutter. So she's consistently said that.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good thing. I think Eida's love is only a good thing. Her heart has only fluttered, and she doesn't even, again, she doesn't know why she loves him. She just loves him, and that's all that matters. You don't need to know why you love someone. You just do. That's just what love is.
I agree.
Yeah, so she does love Kawaki, and that's only a good thing.
That's, well, yes, it's just the problem is that, like, to some extent it's also hurting her. I feel like
it's not. She's getting, like, pretty much everything she wants.
No, she's not.
Okay, again,
what she wants.
I understand.
What she wants is, like, you see it in her, but in her charm, you know the underlying reason is she wants to be loved. That's the underlying reason for why she has this desire. Kawaki is not loving her, so she's not getting what she wants, actually.
I mean, we don't know if that's actually the case. We're just assuming that is for now. But you'd argue the narrative is leaning in that direction, but we just don't know yet. But, like, with Sakura...
What? Like, that Kawaki has actually secretly been, like, kissing her or something?
No. The reason that Eida wants to be loved.
Well, you know, the fact is that's what she wants, to be loved. She wants love. We don't know the backstory behind it, but we know that she wants to be loved. That's why she has this charm. So we know that much.
Okay, I understand what you're saying now. I don't think that's really relevant.
Yeah, it is, because she's not being loved by Kawaki.
Well, it's not by Kawaki. It's because Amado took love away from her by giving her...
No. She's not getting love from Kawaki.
But that's not why she has the love charm.
Loves. She has the love charm because her underlying subconscious desire was to be loved.
But not by Kawaki. It's because of her backstory that we haven't got yet.
Yes, but the point is she wants to be loved. And of course, in this case, it manifests as something she didn't really want, like this love charm. But she wants to be genuinely loved, is the reality. She wants genuine love. And she's only got like 2 people to work with. And Kawaki's not loving her. So I don't think I'm going to say it's been good. But
I would
she's
say
not getting what she wants from Kawaki.
Okay, even if you want to say Eida has been hurt, I would say Eida has been. Oh, I disagree with that, by the way. I would say, even if going with that for now, Eida has been overwhelmingly more positive than negative feeling because of Kawaki so far. Looking back, Eida would prefer everything that has happened with all the ups and the downs.
All I'm saying is that Kawaki isn't actually giving her what she needs. Then he never will. I don't think. That's what I'm getting at. So, and because of that, Eida will not get what she needs from Kawaki, so she's either going to need to get it from someone else, her true son, or she will fail tragically, never getting what she needs.
That's narrative. That's a good idea, but I don't know if it's the right idea. Because I don't know if Eida... How much does Eida want to be loved? It seems to me like it's a want, but Eida needs to love. The Eida feeling love is the positive aspect here. I think she's already doing what she wants to be doing. I think she cares more about loving Kawaki than she does about Kawaki loving her. Like, hypothetically, Shibai came down, offered Eida the choice. Eida, I see in the future Kawaki will never love you. I'm going to give you the choice. Either stay with what you have now to where you love Kawaki, but Kawaki will never love you, or have it to where you lose your love for Kawaki, but Kawaki now loves you. Which do you prefer? Eida's choosing to stay as it is now, in my opinion. She would rather feel loved than to be loved.
Part of the problem, though, is Eida wants to be genuinely loved.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, so Ishiki would just make it to where Kawaki genuinely loves Eida.
But it's not genuine if Shibai just makes it happen.
Shibai's omnipotent, he can just make it genuine. It doesn't have to make sense. It just is genuine love in this case.
But Eida doesn't want someone else to make it happen. She just wants it to happen naturally. So...
Okay, then Eida just has...
She would like that.
You know what? Fine. We're just going to go with my premise that Eida is omnipotent. Eida does see the future. She sees in the future that Kawaki will just genuinely love her, but by that time, Eida will no longer love Kawaki. Does she prefer now or the future? There you go. It's all natural.
I don't know what she would prefer, but in the end, though, I mean, Eida undoubtedly wants to be genuinely loved. Now you can say whether what she really needs is a real friend, versus a boyfriend or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But the point is, she needs love of some sort, whether it's a friend or a lover. And that's when she wants to. She's not getting it right now. Honestly, the person who's done the best with this shit is Damon. She doesn't seem too happy about it. Like, Damon's shown the most genuine care for Eida of anyone.
I don't know. If anything, I'd say Amino did. Yeah, because Eida wanted to be loved. Amino gave Eida the love of the entire world. Amino's the one the most on her side.
Yeah. I don't think he planned on any of that. Well, we don't know, but
He's just an upstanding gentleman. Baru's right. Obito's just the best guy
ever. I was just trying to help.
It was charity out of the goodwill of my heart. Purely good intentions, Zeta, please.
Wait, what are you so mad about?
I thought this is what you wanted.
Yeah, that's what you asked for.
Bro, I'm gonna die laughing if we get a flashback and Ada's the one that asked. I'm gonna die laughing if they write that in. There's no chance, no shot. There's a tiny % chance. If we get that, you know what? Now I kind of, I'm low-key anticipating it in a good way, just for it to be bad. Just so that we can have fun with that.
Yeah, like
the discussions we will have.
Yeah, there's a flashback of Eida being like, Amado, I'll take the ship I sells if it'll give me the power to get what I want. Or something. He's like, okay.
The way I see it is even funnier. Amado, is there some way you can make everyone love me? Love is the one thing in this world that I want. It's the one thing I don't have. Please, Amado, help me. Make everyone love me.
You're like, all right, I got you.
Oh my god.
And she's like, Amado robbed me of ordinary love. I hate him. No wonder he was so surprised when she said she was going to kill him. Like, what?
Oh my god. Oh no. That isn't even true anyways, considering there's literally people immune to her love. So no, he didn't rob you of all ordinary love. Still have people that you can have love ordinary. It's not how that works, Eida.
Literally. Like, Sarada and Samurai are literally immune. Maybe not why yet, for sure. And if it is because of Eida herself, all she's got to do is want them to be immune.
Like, she's pursuing Kawaki and Boruto right now for ordinary love. She was not robbed of that at all. And seemingly...
If anything, Amado supplied him by helping Kawaki become an Sasuke.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Amado playing matchmaker, Eida wouldn't even be relevant right now. Like, Eida wouldn't be in Konoha. Eida wouldn't even know about Kawaki. The only reason Eida loves Kawaki is because Eida has the Senrigan, because she has Shibai cells.
Not only that, without Amado, Kawaki wouldn't be in Atsuki because Jigen wouldn't be able to do all his karma transfer shenanigan test tube stuff. So even if Eida did love Kawaki, too bad he's affected by her charm.
Bro, even outside of our stupid theory, I don't know what Eida's backstory is gonna be. Eida should low-key be grateful to Amado for everything Amado did for her. Eida's literally in the situation she's in right now. The situation she wants to be in because of Amado.
I know, like, Amado's literally given her so much stuff to improve her life, in a sense.
Amado didn't rob Eida of natural love. Amado gave it to Eida. Kawaki is natural love. Eida wouldn't have that if it wasn't for Amado.
Like I said, like, a Kawaki literally wouldn't be immune if it wasn't for Amado.
Bro, now, actually an ironic but interesting twist of fate, Kawaki doesn't like girls with Senrigans. Just the look of it. It's just not attractive to him.
Yeah. Just don't like the way she looks.
Oh, sorry, Eida, you're pretty hot, but, like, the eyes just don't do it for me, so... Chocho, on the other hand...
Chocho. She did say she was Eida's rival. Chocho's like, you, on the other hand, I don't like anything about you except your eyes.
Bro, Eida would low-key just steal Chocho's eyes. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Be hilarious.
You could have my Senrigan.
Chocho with the Senrigan. Now that's a wacky versus battle right there. Oh my god.
Chocho with the Senrigan versus Eida with Chocho's eyes.
writing it down right now. That's too good. Oh my god. Okay. While I write this down, say more things. Unless you want me to, then I'll come back to it in a minute. Because I don't want to forget this while I write it down. It's gonna take a second.
I'm writing it in our
Oh, you're writing it too? Well, I'm writing it in my Wacky vs. Battle notes. Not that one. It's this one. 172. It's so stupid. I don't know which is better, Chocho with Senrigan versus Eida with Chocho's eyes, or Chocho with Senrigan with versus Eida with like expansion ability or butterfly mode. Just like
With
basically
Eida
the swapping
with
of
no
the eyes or
eyes.
swapping of the abilities. It probably does. You know what? You write it. You write it the original way. I'll write it the different way. Eida with, I guess expansion / butterfly mode. Just so that we have both, just in case.
The reason why I wrote it the way I did originally, at least, is because Eida would still have other abilities, presumably.
Yeah.
So,
Eida's with
or at least just general power.
Eida's with
So-
Chocho's eyes is funnier, but there's less of an actual discussion to be had there, in my opinion.
I mean,
So,
to be honest,
yeah.
at least, unless, no, there's a gray area here. From what we've witnessed in previous chapters, it does seem like people need to look at Eida's Senrigan before they're affected by her charm, especially if you look at chapter 74.
I don't know
But-
about all that.
And then, like, of course, with the Senrigan in the sky for the role reversal thing. But at the same time, that's not a Senrigan ability. So it's, like, kind of weird why that's even a thing.
You know what?
So I don't know if, like,
I'll just
if
write
Chocho
both.
gets the Senrigan, is she going to steal Eida's love charm, or is she still going to be affected by Eida's love charm?
I'll just write both, and we'll pretend Chocho has expansion and butterfly mode because of her eyes. It's a dojutsu now. A bloodline technique. Oh my god. Okay. There was more I wanted to say on this Kawaki Eida love. Oh, okay, so next thing I was saying Kawaki Eida love. Yeah, what timestamp is this? Freaking 4:40 now. Sup, Zeon? Plays? Kamui, did you say hi to Zeon?
My mouth's full, but hi.
I think Eida's... Hang on, here. Oh my god, I closed down something. Oh god, what I closed down? One of the chapter things. Oops. Open that back up. Over here. Set the bottom. Just scroll back up. Alright, right on there. Alright, anyways, back to what we were talking about. Comment section. I think Eida's love for Kawaki is manufactured. I disagree. She literally explained it. Amado may have created her to feel that way for Kawaki. That's
I disagree with that.
theory. That's an interesting theory.
I disagree with the theory because Amado was surprised when he heard it the first time. Chapter 69.
He could also just be faking surprise, like he's faking omnipotence. But I don't
It was
like that
internal
theory.
thoughts.
Eida's omnipotent. Eida can read that.
Amado wasn't faking his internal thoughts, though.
Okay, Amado could have forgot.
That doesn't make sense. If Amado was purposely doing it, bro would not have forgotten.
Amado's under the effect of omnipotence. There you go. It's been cast more than once. I don't like the theory. I think it's better if that's not the case from the story perspective. But I do think it's a really interesting... It would definitely throw a wrench in the system. Like, it'd be a plot twist of a century if that's the case, but... Well, I find it weird.
I mean, it's
how
similar to
he
the
cracked out
idea
when Omnipotence
that like
happened.
Mitsuki's love for Boruto was quote unquote manufactured by Orochimaru sending him his way as the son. But it's like in that one's case though, there's an element there, but it's also became genuine. Like, yeah, Orochimaru did send him that way. But Mitsuki genuinely likes Boruto and views him as like a friend, regardless.
But even
Like, it is
that,
genuine at this point.
like, I'm not gonna argue that it's Mitsuki's love for Boruto was manufactured. If Mitsuki just didn't love Boruto, there's nothing Orochimaru could have done to make him love Boruto. Like, yes, Orochimaru got him in the position to see that picture or whatever at a time where he's really motivated, emotional, whatever. Mitsuki wasn't manipulated. Like, Sasuke was lied to and manipulated into hating Itachi. That's not what happened here.
Like,
Mitsuki, on his own
Orochimaru
decisions,
guided
shows.
Mitsuki to Boruto, but he didn't manufacture.
Yeah,
his,
and to
like,
some
friendship.
degree, literally there's no such thing as naturally finding love. Everyone is to some degree in their life guided towards the love they find in some way.
Yeah.
Might not be by a person, could be by fate, could be by time, could be by just the fact that they were born when their loved one is alive at the same time. It's a factor. The fact that they exist in the same place, the fact that they're both human beings. One of them could have just been grass. Like, all these different things. The fact that the other person's even alive in the first place.
You love the grass.
If
They
anything,
were born as grass. What was I supposed to do?
if anything, you could also argue you yourself manipulate yourself into loving them. Like, if you just didn't have the natural urge to love that individual, you wouldn't have loved them. There's no way you would have just naturally loved them if you yourself never loved them in the first place. So you yourself are guiding yourself to loving them. That's manufactured to some extent. There you go.
But yeah, I don't think Amato manufactured it.
Yeah. Where is it in this chapter? It's above, it's up here. This is a different translation. I don't know why. I love Kawaki. You love Kawaki. But that's what love is. Your chest tightens just thinking about him. It doesn't really matter why it happens.
My chest tightens.
Yeah, my chest. Yeah. So Data's chest literally tightens when she thinks about him. That's a good thing. And you know what? Whenever Kawaki's being mean to Eida, you know what Ada's probably doing? Thinking about Kawaki. Her chest probably tightening there because she's in love with Kawaki.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say for sure what Eida is thinking, but I can't imagine, like, after 3 years of just unconditionally still being in love with Kawaki and just having Kawaki be a shithead to her, I just can't imagine she's just like, I'm so happy Kawaki hates me.
I completely disagree. It's literally the same thing with Hinata. No one was ever like, Naruto's being a jerk to Hinata. When's Hinata gonna stop loving Naruto? It's the same thing.
Naruto wasn't being a jerk to Hinata, though.
Bro, that's
Naruto's being
nonsense.
oblivious, not a jerk.
Okay, Kawaki's oblivious.
Bro was...
So moving back to Eida.
We haven't even gotten to jury yet.
Is this our 4th or 5th chapter going over the Mitsuki Eida scene?
Like, oh my god, how close are we to being done this part?
Like 2 or 3 more pages, but I had like well, actually a lot more pages we're like halfway done. But like I still had a few more topics on this as well. But I actually wasn't done with the love thing either. So it's just to compare it to earlier. How far up did I scroll? I scrolled too far. Where was I? Oh, this is another thing. This also ties into it. Like, I feel like Eida could think this about Kawaki too. Rather, I'm thanking you, for if it wasn't for you, I may have gone through life without ever experiencing this splendid emotion. At least now she should think that, if she didn't think it before. About Kawaki.
I don't think Ada never felt the emotion before, personally. She has enough of an understanding. I'm sure she's felt this for someone before.
Well, the point is not that, oh, I never would have felt
backstory.
it. It's that she never would have felt it again. Like, she wouldn't be feeling it now if it wasn't for Kawaki.
Yeah. I guess Boruto would be an option, but...
Bro, I hate when people say that.
Honestly, Ada hasn't aged, so realistically, all she had to do was wait like a couple more years, and Boruto was gonna be fine anyway. Like, oh, perfect, you're 16 too now. Okay, great. Yeah, I've been 16 for the last 20 years.
But what happens in a few years when Boruto's like 18 and Ada's still 16? That's
he's like,
well,
he's like, Ada, you're young. Yeah, moving on. It's great while it lasted, Ada. Ada can only date 16-year-olds. What if that's actually I guess that doesn't really align with what Momoshiki says. Was it what if Ada just wants to be young?
Oh my god.
Stay 16.
But going back to Sakura, this is why I don't think this necessarily applies to Ada. You could even say that most things didn't matter to me, including me myself. I'm sure you would agree that Ada thinks this. This parallels to Ada. But then Mitsuki says, but sure. I was wrong, which should also parallel to Ada. So why can't Ada just like both? You know, Ada can have self-respect and also love Kawaki. You know, that's an option too.
He can, but I don't think Ada does.
Okay. But she can.
Because if she had self-respect, she'd probably just like... I don't think she does, to be fair, regardless. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't think she's at that point that Mitsuki got to. She wouldn't agree. She'd probably say, oh, I do, but I don't think she does.
Well, I think that she's at least
herself.
At this part, you could even say that most things didn't matter to me. I think she's there. I think she views herself highly. I think she respects herself. I think she cares about herself already.
It's not that. It's that acknowledging oneself, true self, is the difference.
The problem with that is that idea is basically saying that Ada doesn't need Kawaki. But she doesn't need Kawaki as it is.
Exactly, she doesn't.
But she always has known that. Like, she wasn't with Kawaki at first.
But she thinks she needs Kawaki to be like her lover or whatever. When reality, she doesn't.
She just wants.
I think what Ada needs is just a true friend. To be honest, I think that's what her need.
Okay,
that she doesn't have
and Sakura's need wasn't to have a true friend. I would say Sakura's love for Sasuke is way different than Ada's love for Kawaki. Sakura needed Sasuke to love her. Ada doesn't need Kawaki to love her.
My thing.
She wants him to.
That's not really helping your point, but yeah.
I think it's fine. But Ada doesn't need to turn down Kawaki. Wait. Be like, oh, Kawaki, you've been mean to me. I'll just love myself. If they do that, Boruto series it's already ruined for me. It's going to be more ruined for me. It would ruin Ada's character. I would hate Ada if that happened. Right now, I really like Ada.
Very interesting that you said the Boruto series was ruined for you.
Not really, but you know. Stupid into part
We'll have
one.
to clip
joke.
that one.
Hey, I clipped your Boruto's bad part, so might as well. This one's less funny though, so I guess I'll just leave this one in unless you want to clip it. I mean, it is 5:45, so I made it easy for you. Oh my god, we're not finishing that. We have to end in 15 minutes, by the way. So try and finish the Mitsuki Eida part. We'll see if it happens, but I don't think that. First of all, I don't think it needs to happen. Second of all, I don't think it should happen. For Eida just turn down Kawaki in the future. Oh, actually, I love myself now. I don't need you anymore, Kawaki.
That's not what.
I have true friends.
That's not what I'm.
You've been mean to me.
That's not what I'm saying.
I know, but I hate it.
Because first of all, she doesn't need to do that. She could just be. She could die on the hill, like I said. That's a thing that could happen.
I don't think there's any dying on the hill. There's nothing wrong with her loving Kawaki.
Bro, Kawaki sucks.
No, he doesn't.
Kawaki's gonna kill her before he loves her.
No, that's not true. I'm just saying that.
Bro, what has Kawaki done to make him like a good boyfriend?
Kawaki's not a boyfriend. What did Part 1 Sasuke do to make him a good boyfriend for Sakura?
Yeah, actually, during the Chunin exams and some shit, like Sasuke does show care for Sakura, unlike Kawaki.
Okay, Kawaki's not Eida's boyfriend.
Yeah, that's fine. He's not, but like he hasn't done anything to make it seem like he'd be a good one either.
Okay, that doesn't matter if he's not.
Bro, Kawaki's not a good friend either. He's just not a good person to her at all. Bro's not nice to her at all. He's not nice to anyone.
Not a boyfriend. Doesn't have to be nice to Eida if he's not a boyfriend.
Okay, but he's not nice to anyone.
Besides, even if it's something Eida wants, Eida doesn't want it that badly. Eida's not desperately begging Kawaki, please, Kawaki, be my boyfriend. Love me, Kawaki.
Because she wants it to be genuine. That's why.
Okay. So?
But Kawaki doesn't genuinely love Eida. He thinks she's scum.
Okay, so Eida's not like, please, Kawaki, naturally fall in love with me, Kawaki. I needed to be genuine. Love me genuinely, Kawaki,
she's not saying it out loud, but that's what she wants.
She's not setting it up. She's not doing anything. She's not trying. She's not even attempting. She ain't done
shit.
She's not making a move. Exactly.
She's literally done nothing.
Exactly, because she's already has what she wants. So she doesn't need to change. She doesn't need to do anything else. She already has it.
Oh, that's not what she wants. What she wants is a normal romance. This is not a normal romance.
She might want something more, but she's spending time with Kawaki. She's living with Kawaki.
What kind of spending time? When you spending time, my ass. The only way she gets to hang out with Kawaki is watching with a centering.
Bro, they live
Kawaki
together.
Gets mad at her for
That's not true. That's disingenuous.
Yeah, and Kawaki avoids her like
disingenuous. That's not true.
No, bro goes like.
Kawaki doesn't avoid anybody.
Like, go away.
Kawaki doesn't avoid a single person. There's not a single person Kawaki avoids. Not a single one.
Kawaki avoids Mitsuki.
Okay, there might be a single person, but not really. He's not avoiding Mitsuki.
Bro does not enjoy the presence. He doesn't enjoy the presence of those people.
That's...
Bro hates.
Okay,
Sakura,
enjoy
hates
isn't
Eida,
the same
hates
as
Damon,
not
hates
enjoy.
Mitsuki.
He doesn't like Mitsuki annoying him, but Mitsuki in and of himself isn't by default annoying. Mitsuki stalking him isn't what he that's not what he likes. Yeah, I wouldn't like Mitsuki stalking me either. Am I a jerk, Kamui? Don't answer that. Regardless of that, I know what you'd say.
Mitsuki was just literally doing his job to guard them.
Okay, so Kamui, if I hire a bodyguard to watch you 24/7,
to put it in perspective, Kawaki complained to Shikamaru about Mitsuki's mission in
Okay.
the past.
Mitsuki's the one being overprotective. That's Mitsuki's character flaw. Kawaki's helping Mitsuki grow as a character by pointing out his mistakes, allowing him to grow.
No, like Kawaki didn't do shit.
Let's gap. All I'm saying, if your parents watched over you while you sleep, you would say that's overprotective, overbearing. You wouldn't like it either.
Mitsuki's not watching him while he sleeps. He's standing outside the building.
Okay, Kamui. If I hired some guy as a bodyguard to watch over you, you wouldn't like that.
No, I wouldn't necessarily like it, and I'm not saying Kawaki has no reason not to like it. All I'm saying is Kawaki's a dick to everyone, regardless of why.
Okay, you'd probably be a dick to that bodyguard. I want to hear it.
Nah.
After 3 years of them addictively watching over you, yes, you would. Mitsuki's not just doing his job.
Bro,
Mitsuki thinks Kawaki's Boruto.
I mean, like, bro.
Mitsuki thinks Kawaki's Boruto. He's doing more than just his job. Come on now. He's obsessed with them. You know he is. Look at his freaking monologue at the beginning of last chapter.
None of this changes the fact that Kawaki is being a dick to everyone.
Bro, if some bodyguard started calling you his son, is like, I love you, my son. You're gonna be like, bro, go away.
Bro.
It's been 3 years. I'm not your son. Leave me alone. It's the same thing he did with Himawari. You think he's being a jerk to Himawari? Be like, hey, don't call me your brother.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I do.
No, I don't.
Because omnipotence or not, there's no problem for Himawari calling Kawaki big bro. It's the same as Boruto saying his wife instead of mom. Like,
nah, dude. No, that's just bad writing in that case. But
jerk.
if omnipotence didn't happen, Kawaki wouldn't be saying that because Himawari wouldn't mean genetically, which is what he thinks that she's meaning right now because she should be under omnipotence, as he should think.
Yeah.
Kawaki didn't want Boruto's life. Kawaki
concept,
doesn't want Boruto's life. We both know that.
That's why this shouldn't be Kawaki's desire, bro.
Exactly. Kawaki doesn't want to pretend to be Boruto. So no, he is going to have a problem with Himawari calling him his brother or brother, whatever.
I really hope that Boruto, Shikamaru, and Momoshiki are all just wrong about that. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Kawaki literally cares about Himawari, arguably more than anyone else right now. Kawaki probably cares for Himawari more than anyone. So yeah.
At least in the anime.
I'd say in the manga too. But...
in the manga, they don't have as much interaction, but because in the manga, I would say Boruto cares more about Boruto.
Right now, he thinks it's Momoshiki though. That's all he sees in ads.
Yeah, but he still cares about Boruto.
Before this, I would agree. Right now, I don't know. He cares about Boruto, but he doesn't. I don't know if he thinks Boruto exists.
Never calls Himawari sis. He calls Boruto bro.
When was the last time he did that? Since before he thought he was Momoshiki?
I'm not sure, but he did it in the end of part. But he definitely did it at the end of part 1, even while trying to kill him. I do know that.
Okay, well, he didn't think he was Momoshiki then. Momoshiki's the one that let him out.
Yes, he did. That's why he was trying to kill him.
That's probably why he thought of him as Momoshiki, because Momoshiki took over when he was still conscious. Proving that he needs to be sold to Daikokuden. When Boruto's the one stubbornly refusing.
Take it up with Kishimoto, man.
But
Kishimoto rewriting things that don't make sense.
Going back to what I wanted to go back originally, the thing with Sakura, comparing it to Sakura, it's the same with Sakura. Sakura, yeah, sure, she wanted Sasuke to be her boyfriend in part 1. But Sakura didn't need to make a move. You know why? Because Sakura was happy. Okay, Sakura was spending time with Sasuke. Good quality friendship time as bonds members of Team 7. They were going on members together. She didn't need to do any more. She already had what she wanted.
That kind of good quality time.
You don't know that. She spent 3 years with him, living with him.
All we've seen. See, the difference is we see happy moments for Team 7, whether it's in flashbacks or whatever. We get them. With Eida and Kawaki, we've only seen angry moments, like where Kawaki's being moody, not being nice to Eida. We don't see happy moments with them.
That's not fair.
We don't have any reason
Not
to
fair.
believe there's happy moments.
That's not fair at all.
How is it not fair?
Because
It's
if I
just what
see a
is the case.
married
We don't
couple
get-
bickering in Walmart, I'm not going to think, man, they must hate each other. I'm going to think, man, they're
These are
married.
not a
They
married
probably
couple,
love each
as you
other.
said, they're not a married couple.
They practically are.
And
They
we've
live
also
together.
seen them in
They've
more
lived
than
together
one
for years.
scene of just them at bickering at Walmart. We've seen them bickering in every single scene and only bicker and nothing else.
It's not like Kawaki's going on missions. He's been at this house for the past 3 years.
Yeah, and done nothing but be mad.
Yeah, that's not realistic.
Bro, it is realistic for Kawaki. What do you mean?
Then
Like,
Kawaki's
we
not a
haven't seen this
realistic
dude be
character is what
happy
you're saying.
in,
Then
like,
you have a problem
40
with Kawaki's
chapters.
writing in general. Not with Eida, in general. You've always had a problem with Kawaki then. If he's never once been happy,
I
he
don't have a
just
problem
can't
with
be
Kawaki.
happy.
What do
He's
you-
just
no,
gonna
no, no, no,
stay
no, no, no.
angry for 3 years.
No, that is not true. I don't have a problem with Kawaki's writing at all. I'm saying that he's a shithead. I never said I dislike that.
Oh yeah, was he so bad in part 1? When he was being Boruto's bro? Or when he was resisting his
No.
trauma or defeating Ishiki? Oh, he wasn't being a shithead. Oh wow, what do you know? He was nice, he was likable, he was happy even. Crazy.
Yeah, back then. Before, that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about that Kawaki. We're talking about this one.
It's the same Kawaki, it's the same character.
Bro, Kawaki undoubtedly has changed.
Why? Why would he even change? What's the difference?
Because he wants to kill Boruto now, and that requires him to kill his brother and the Hokage's son, which nobody else approves of, but Kawaki can't accept the outcome of Momoshiki taking over, destroying everything Naruto cares about. So Kawaki is kind of in a situation where he has no choice but to do this, and it sucks. He hates it. He plans to die after, so he doesn't really give a shit about anything. Like, yeah, that's gonna change him a little
Then that's
bit.
not him being angry or mean or a shithead. That's him repenting for his sins that he knows is bad, but he thinks he needs to do it anyways.
No, I wouldn't say it's repenting for his sins to be a shithead. You know, he's still being a shithead regardless.
It doesn't matter for Kawaki though.
Like when Sasuke was just like, well, wasn't that nice of them? When Naruto's like, yeah, like all their friends
Yeah, he
nearly
was
died to
being a
bring you
jerk.
back. Yeah, Sasuke was being a shithead there. Like, no matter
He was
the
being
reason,
arrogant
he
and
was
cocky.
being
He
a
knew what he
shithead.
was doing. Here, Kawaki knows he's being mean.
That's fine. It doesn't
Okay, but
matter.
at the end of the
That's-
day,
he's still
he
being mean.
knows it's wrong.
You're conceding that he's being mean when you say that.
He can be mean sometimes, a little bit, slightly. It's justified.
Bro,
It's fair.
it's not sometimes. It's all he's
It's
been. in the
not
time
all the time. You've already admitted it's not all the time.
in the time skip. I said post time skip. It's all it's been.
Was he being mean to Naruto and Hinata when he was watching them being sealed?
Bro was like staring at him with like a non-happy expression. I'm not gonna
That's
say he was being
nuts.
nice.
Oh, he hates Naruto now. Is that your stance?
No. I was saying
Okay, he loves
wasn't-
Naruto. He was
wasn't
happy
even
being in
smiling
Naruto's
then.
presence. That's why he chose to go there.
No, he wasn't. Prove he was happy. I don't see a smile on his face.
He doesn't have to freaking smile to be happy. That's not how that works.
There's no indication that he's happy there.
Bro,
Why would he be happy there?
Sakura
he
was
happy
happy
about?
with Sasuke in the same way Eida is happy with Kawaki, in the same way Kawaki just is happy right now. He could just be
Walky is
happy.
not happy.
He doesn't have to be happy most of
Wait,
the time
say-
to be happy sometimes. Yeah, Sasuke in part 1 was also mean and moody and broody and emo and whatever. Sasuke in part 1 hasn't killed Itachi yet. Sasuke in part 1 was still happy. You know how we know that? Because Sasuke himself says it in his freaking monologues. Thinking back, man, I was
Yeah,
so
we
happy to be
also
part of
saw it.
Team
We
7.
saw-
Same way Kawaki's gonna be happy that he had Eida.
Well,
He'd rather have Eida than
I mean,
not
he
have
does also
Eida.
point out like where he's unhappy, but like it was a life he couldn't live. But the thing is, we saw Sasuke in his happy moments. But when it comes to Kawaki right now,
God.
there are
We're gonna have
no
to end stream.
moments of Kawaki being